Hello Sagittarius, and welcome to your June reading. This is Maria from Wandering River Tarot. I'm back with you again. I want to say thank you to all my new subscribers, everyone who's stopped by to check out the video. I'm sure that there's a message here for you if you're here. I appreciate all my old subscribers too. You guys are amazing. And people who buy readings and anyone who just shoots me an email or whatever just to chat. I love you all. I am going to start doing readings on Fiverr, which is kind of a gig site. It's kind of a slick little number. It's an app. I'll put a link to my information for that below. All my social media, the decks I use, all that stuff is going to be in the box. Let's get going, shall we? Because I've got everything all dealt out and ready to go because nobody likes shuffling, apparently. Nobody likes it. So here we go. This is what I got for you, Sagittarius. So your main theme for the month is the Queen of Wands. This feels kind of like determination. It feels like getting shit done. It feels like you're trying to make something happen. And then I pulled another oracle card too to go with it. And this is magic with a little crow, which I love because I used the Crow Tarot this month. So that was kind of cool to see that come out. So I feel like you're manifesting some stuff, whether you're doing actual like vision boarding and manifestation spells and that kind of stuff, or you're just trying to make some shit happen in your life. That's kind of the energy that you're in, is like pushing forward, get it done. Let's do some things. So your main energy personally is the Sun, which is a good place to be, right? This for some of you is going to be that you have found some happiness, that you are operating. Sorry, I've got an eyelash that keeps jabbing at me. You have found a place of good energy to operate from, or some of you have finally gotten like a vision of what happiness looks like for you, so that you can finally go out and get it, right? So that you can take steps towards it, because if you don't have a vision of what it looks like, how do you get there? The energy that's working upon you at this time is the Judgment card. I mean, the story of Judgment Day is, it depends on who you are as to how it goes, right? It's, you know, being judged and either found worthy or not found worthy. So this is all going to depend on your situation and how you've been behaving, my dears. If you have been found worthy, things are going to progress, things are going to go. If you've been coming from a good place, a good heart, I think things are really going to work out for you by the end of the month. If you're coming from a place where you've done some not so nice things to people, or you haven't been, living from your truth, or you haven't been behaving in the best way, look into that, do some deep work on that, and find out, where does that come from inside of you? Where is it? A hurt place? Is it something that needs to be worked on and healed? Because when, hurt people is kind of the point I'm trying to make. So if you're lashing out, or if you're hurting people, or if you're not treating people well, it's because something is broken and hurt inside of you, right? So I encourage you to do the deep work to figure out what that is, because that's only going to help you progress once you figure that out and start working on that. So in your near past, we have the Two of Wands. See, crows, I love crows. The Two of Wands is a card about planning for the future. It's kind of looking at all of your options. It's like looking at this wide open world and being like, what do I want to do? What do I want to be? I can be literally anything. There are so many options at my disposal. So you have probably been making some plans. You've been trying to figure out, like I said, with this Sun card that you have here, you're trying to figure out what happiness looks like for you. And once you figure that out, you can make the plan. So I feel like that's what you have been working on, is kind of making the plan, trying to figure out, well, if I move forward, where am I moving forward to? How am I moving forward? So that is a very good thing, because in your future position, we have the Knight of Wands, which is all about getting shit done, getting things moving. It's not the Knight of Swords, which is the fastest knight in the deck, but I feel like the Knight of Swords can be real hasty and move too quickly sometimes, whereas this Knight of Wands that you have here is moving quickly, but it's going to have less negative consequences, if that makes sense, because things are a little more well thought out. Things are a little less hasty, like I said. Like, there's a little bit more intention behind it. So I feel like you're going to be moving forward with intention, but with speed as well. So what the universe is giving you that helps you in this situation is the Eight of Coins. The Eight of Coins is a card of just getting the damn thing done. of just, you know, being able to put your head down and get some work done. So you've made decisions, you've made plans, you've looked at your life and have kind of figured out what happiness looks like for you or how you want to get there. And you are making moves towards it by just doing the work that's necessary. If that work is internal, that's the kind of work you're doing. If it's like literally building a house, that's the kind of work you're doing. But whatever that is for you, the universe is giving you that ability to focus and put your head down and get the work done. And what is within you already that's helping you is the Star. The Star is a card of wishes fulfilled. So this could mean that you're just exceptionally good at putting your wishes out there and having them manifest. Or this could also mean healing. So I feel like any sort of healing work that you have done on yourself, any sort of, like I had mentioned, if you have those hurts inside that are causing you to lash out at other people, any work that you're doing to identify those and work on those is really benefiting you at this time. So I feel like continuing along that path is going to get you to some really good places. So keep doing that work. I can't say any more times, can I? This card here, the 10 of Wands, is in the position of what the universe wants you to know. So what the universe wants you to know is that, yes, you feel some heavy burdens. Like, yeah, when you're planning a life, when you're making some moves, when you're putting yourself out there, getting stuff done, there's just a lot of stuff to do, and it feels like a heavy burden. It feels like you're weighed down. It feels like you're never going to get out from under this, you know, rock or this I always call it a backpack, this backpack that's like so filled with rocks and it's heavy and it's weighing you down. Like you feel weighed down like that, and you feel like you're never going to get out from under it. But by focusing on the energy the universe is giving you, by doing the work step by step, one foot in front of the other, just getting the things done, those burdens are going to get lighter and lighter and lighter, and the backpack is going to get lighter and lighter and lighter, and you're going to be able to take it off eventually. Yes. So what's working for you is the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man is a card of taking some time out, taking a step back, kind of viewing the whole situation as opposed to just focusing on little bits and pieces of it. You're getting kind of a holistic view, a different perspective on the whole thing, and that is working for you at this time. What's working against you is the 8 of Cups. I feel like this is kind of a blockage for you. There's something or someone in your life that you need to walk away from that you're not. It's something that no longer serves you. It's something that you probably know inside would be better if it wasn't in your life anymore. It could be a relationship. It could be a job that just no longer serves you or holds you back. It could be a group of friends. It could be anything like that. A house even. I mean, it could be anything. Whatever that is in your situation that you feel is kind of outgrown its welcome, but it's really hard to let go of because, you know, getting rid of groups of friends, that sounds so horrible. Like letting go of groups of friends, let's say, or letting go of relationships or moving on to new jobs or anything like that is so difficult because change is scary because we don't know what happens on the other side of it. I could be moving into a worse situation. One never knows, but you have to take that leap, right? So whatever that is for you, you're hesitant to walk away from it, but you know you need to. So with this Knight of Wands in your near future, I would urge you to make that move, make that choice, whatever it is. Do some research on it, I would say, because we have the Hanged Man here, which is a lot of like inner thinking and stuff. But definitely make the move. So your outcome card is shit. It's a card of focusing on the wrong things. So your outcome to the month is going to be through some of this change. You're going to get sad. You're going to get, you know, you're going to feel like you're losing things. You're going to feel a little bit upset. We're going to get a clarifier on that too, because it's such a shitty way to leave a reading. I mean, we've got oracle cards and stuff too, but that's just a shitty way to leave it. I feel like if you focus on the positives, the end of the month is going to be much better. Like take a look back and see how far you've come, how much you've changed, how much progress you've made. But don't sit and focus on, well, I had to let go of my whole group of friends and now I'm lonely and sad. Focus on the fact that you are no longer being held back. And those people are not bad people. They're just in a different place in their journey. And if it's a job, don't feel bad about leaving a job. You're gonna lose some friends at that job maybe, or leave them behind a little bit, or You might be afraid of what your new job is going to bring, but don't focus on that fear. Don't focus on that sadness. Focus on the excitement of something new. Like, this could be amazing, you know? Focus on that kind of stuff. So let me get a clarifier. I've shuffled for like 5 hours here. Hold on. Okay. Clarifier is the Knight of Wands. Again, for the second time, you've gotten the Knight of Wands. Just fucking do it, is what the universe is saying. Be not afraid. Be not afraid, go forth and prosper. So do the thing, whatever that thing is for you, do the thing. And it's going to lead to whole new avenues, right? And they look like they're going to be good avenues. So let's do the oracle cards. We have Flying, which is such a cute little card. I don't know if that's going to show up well on camera, but that's a cute little horse with wings. They're a little Pegasus. I feel like this means once you make this decision, once you leave this thing behind and move on to something better, you're gonna feel weightless comes to mind, but that sounds wrong. You're gonna feel lighter. You're gonna feel less burdened. These burdens are gonna go away, because half the time our burdens, right, are just emotional burdens that we put on ourselves. Like, yeah, we've got a lot of stuff to do, but by getting emotionally attached to those things, we put the burden on ourselves. So I feel like once you make the decision to move away from whatever this thing is that's not serving you, you're going to feel that burden lifted. You're going to feel lighter. And I like that. Mountain is here to tell you to build a good foundation for whatever it is you're working on, okay? So yes, you're walking away from something, and yes, you've got a lot of crap going on. You've got burdens, you've got stuff to do, but build a good foundation. So when you do make this move away from whatever it is that's not working, presumably you're going to move towards something else, right? Because nothing stays a vacuum in nature. So if you leave a group of friends or leave a job, something else is going to come along to take its place. Build a foundation on that. Whatever that thing is that comes around, the new thing that you're kind of moving towards, take the time to work with it and build on it. And don't just, you know, say, oh, okay, well, I have a couple new friends. Yay. Do the work. Do the work to maintain those friendships. Do the work to, like, make the effort to call those people and say, hey, we should hang out. Or if it's a job, give a little extra something to the new job just to lay the foundation as a strong foundation. And then we have a Dragon's Lair. To me, this says save your resources. Hoard your resources a little bit. Usually I'm not one that's about, like, hold on to all your money all the time. I'm more the kind of freewheeling, like, we're gonna die one day, let's spend it. But in this case, I feel like you need to hold on to your resources, whatever resources are for you in this situation. So if that's money, hold back a little bit on your money. Don't spend as much of it as you maybe would on frivolous things. If it is emotions, if you're moving from one relationship to another, maybe hold back a little bit on the relationship. Hold back a little bit on the emotions you put into the relationship. I mean, don't be cold. Don't turn them off completely, but don't get 1,000% emotionally invested right away if you're moving into a new relationship. Give it some time to blossom, some time to grow, some time to lay that foundation I talked about, and make sure that that thing that you're moving into isn't just like a rebound relationship. And that's speaking, you know, in sort of loose terms, I guess you could say, sort of metaphorically speaking, for all of these situations. Because, like, a rebound relationship can be a literal fling, or it can be like, don't treat your new job that you just found like a rebound relationship. Spend the time, build the foundation, and don't give it literally everything you have until you're sure it's what you want. If, you know, especially emotionally speaking, don't jump right in and throw all of your emotions at a person, at a relationship, until you know that it's something you want. Hold back just a wee bit. If it's a job, I mean, that's really hard to do when you're, like, brand new at a job and you're trying to prove yourself and whatever else. But again, hoard your resources, meaning don't maybe lay out all of your tricks all at once. Like, if you're super good at Excel, like, let them know how good you are in bits and pieces so that they can see, like, your reputation grows with you, your how people view you and your knowledge and all of that stuff grows over time, as opposed to just being like, I'm amazing and I can do all of this shit all at once, because then that never expands, if that makes sense. Like you can't give them everything that you are all at once, or there's never going to be anything to grow into, because they're never going to see anything new coming from you because you've given it all away right away. I hope that makes sense. It makes sense to me. Of course it does. It came from my head. But anyway, so yeah, hold back a little bit. Like give them bits and pieces of you. Keep it moving regularly. Keep it moving forward, but don't give whatever this thing you're moving on to literally everything all at once. Okay, so I got one of these cards. I've used this deck before. It is the Wild Offering Oracle, and it's got Ganesha on the back, and they're lovely. They do have kind of a Christian spin. Don't throw the baby out with the bathwater though on that, because they have good messages. They just, you know, if you don't like the word God, just throw it out. So you get positivity and 2 cute little birds. I think they're chickadees. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. Look up chickadee symbolism, if those are chickadees. I don't know, for some reason, like, those birds are, I mean, they're bright yellow, but they are, like, sticking way out at me right now. So, positivity. If you can find even one thing to be grateful for, it will restore you to the light. Please, dear God, let me always feel gratitude for something, even a tiny thing, in even the hardest situations. So yes, while you're feeling all burdened and you're making hard decisions and you're moving away from stuff that's not serving you into kind of the wild blue yonder that's a little bit scary, focus on the things that are working for you. Focus on the things you do have, the things that you can be grateful for, and that is going to help you out this month. So my dear Sagittarius, that's what I got for you. If you need anything from me, contact info is going to be below. That's all I got. Thank you for being here. I appreciate every one of you, and I will see you in July. Have a great June.